Well, we've ended our readings of Deuteronomy. Now we've finished that book, and one of the things that I was thinking about, it's sort of obvious, but it's a helpful reminder in the book of Deuteronomy. In that last chapter, Moses is remembered for his striking of the rock, and so he gets to go see the promised land but not enter. And then it brings Joshua into the scene as this continuity. And then at the end, it talks about there was no prophet like Moses. Moses' life was not perfect, but he was remembered by a series of individual actions that he did. And it's a good reminder that our life is built of a series of individual moments, a series of actions. How we raise our children, how we address injustice, how we treat others in our household or at work. All of those series of individual actions make up the general sense of our life that people will remember. And so it's important to take each day and to remember where God is in the individual choices that we make every single day. It's a good reminder to us in Deuteronomy 34 to just stop, to breathe, and to ask for God's grace in each individual moment, to not be subjected to the tyranny of the urgent, to not strike the rock, which is the idea of living under the control of the moment, that somehow we are enslaved to each moment as though we don't have a choice. And so we don't need to be a slave to the urgent, but it requires us stopping to slow down, to pray about where God is in that moment, and to ask what the implications are in our choices. Because it's in those small singular choices, in the moments that we live a life of holiness, that we create a story that people are going to remember. Now, let's take a moment to be silent before the Lord as we come together and then pray the Benedictus on page 19.